Call of Duty has a new anti-cheat feature to push back against the hackers, and it's absolutely genius. One of the biggest problems for any multiplayer shooter is cheats, and Call of Duty is absolutely no exception, as anyone who's taken to Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2 recently can attest. Problems of hackers abusing third-party software to gain an unfair advantage over their foes have plagued both games since their release, but Activision does have a weapon to combat them. This comes in the form of their Ricochet anti-cheat, which is constantly being improved in an attempt to stay one step ahead of the hackers. To mixed results, it has to be said, but the hackers are constantly in their own arms race to outdo Ricochet, so it's not exactly an easy job by any means. And the latest feature to be added to Call of Duty's Ricochet anti-cheat arsenal would probably be considered some kind of war crime in real life, as it apparently causes cheats to hallucinate fake enemies, making them much easier to detect and ban. In the latest Call of Duty blog discussing the updates to Ricochet in Season 4, the devs revealed the hallucinations will be implemented as an active mitigation system. According to the blog, hallucinations place decoy characters within the game that can only be detected by cheaters that have been specifically flagged by the system. These false characters are undetectable by legitimate players and can't impact a legitimate player's aim, progression, or end of match stats. These decoys then not only trick cheaters into literally giving themselves away by shooting at something that isn't really there, but also gives Activision a chance to catch them because any interaction with the clones indicate that a player is using third-party software. This means that after investigation, these hackers can be punished with a ban. It's worth noting, hallucination is not AI because they're a clone of an active user in the match. Basically, that means they look, move, and interact with the world like a real player would, so it's going to be incredibly difficult for anyone hacking the game to actually pick out whether what they're shooting at is a real player or just a mirage created by the game's anti-cheat to catch them out. Genius. The latest update also included that Ricochet's security and enforcement policy now includes malicious reporting, after a recent influx of false reports were ruining the game for others. In an effort to combat this, the devs have made it clear that knowingly submitting false reports or spam reporting legitimate players may lead to account penalties, up to and including warnings or permanent account suspensions. On top of that, automated penalties including voice and text restrictions have been disabled while the team adjust this to their system. It's a big improvement on the previous cheater clampdowns, which didn't really seem to do much despite engaging a so-called God mode against them. On the whole, it's clear the Ricochet team is looking to combat cheaters with more brutal methods than ever before. It's going to be interesting to see how much of an impact hallucinations have, or whether it's just another botched way to eradicate the series' swarms of cheaters. But to us, this seems like a pretty ruthless way to make sure the hackers out themselves and make Ricochet's work a piece of cake by slapping them with a permanent ban. Drop this video a like if you hate cheaters in Call of Duty, and check out this video where we take a look at the supposed leaks around Modern Warfare 3.